Hey everyone, K's in here. Feeling a little stressed about the GED math test? I totally get it, but trust me, there's no need to panic. We're going to tackle this together. In this video, I'm going to share some super helpful tricks that will make GED math feel like a breeze. We'll break down confusing concepts, learn some time-saving shortcuts, and arm you with the knowledge to conquer that test. So, whether you're a math whiz or numbers make you nervous, stick with me, and I promise you'll walk away feeling confident and ready to ace that GED. Let's do this. Are you worried about passing the GED math test? Don't worry. In this video, I'll break it down step by step so you can understand it easily and pass fast. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll feel way more confident. Let's go. First things first, let's demystify this whole GED math test thing. What are we actually dealing with here? Well, the GED math test focuses on 4 main areas: basic math, algebra, geometry, and data analysis. Don't let those terms scare you. We'll break each of them down into bite-sized, manageable pieces. Think of basic math as your trusty toolkit. It's all about working with numbers comfortably. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the building blocks of math. Then we move on to algebra, where we use letters and symbols to represent numbers and solve equations. It's like a puzzle, and once you get the hang of it, it can actually be pretty fun. Next up, geometry. We're talking shapes, lines, angles, understanding how they work together and how to calculate their properties. And finally, data analysis. This is where we take information, often presented in graphs or charts, and learn how to interpret it, draw conclusions, and make sense of the data. Now, here's the good news. You get a whole 115 minutes for the test, which is almost 2 hours. Plenty of time to take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and work through the problems. And even better, you get to use a calculator for most of the test. This isn't about memorizing complex formulas, it's about understanding the concepts and knowing how to apply them. Speaking of calculators, I highly recommend the TI-30XS. It's allowed on the test, and it's a total game changer. We'll talk more about how to use it effectively later on. Okay, are you ready to unlock some secret weapons to conquer this GED math test? I call these my must-know GED math tricks, and they're about to make your life a whole lot easier. Let's dive right in. Our first trick is all about taming those pesky fractions and decimals. Fractions can seem intimidating, but here's the secret. Your calculator is your best friend. Instead of getting bogged down with manual calculations, use your TI-30XS to convert fractions into decimals in a snap. For example, let's say you have the fraction 1/2, just type 1 divided by 2 into your calculator and voila! You get 0.5, its decimal equivalent. Easy peasy, right? Next up, let's conquer equations with our second trick. Solving equations fast. Imagine you're faced with an equation like 2x plus 3 equals 7. Don't panic. Just remember this simple rule. What you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other. So, to isolate the x, first, we need to move that 3 to the other side. Since it's being added on the left, we'll subtract it from both sides. This gives us 2x equals 4. Now, to get by itself, we divide both sides by 2, leaving us with x equals 2. And there you have it, the solution. Our third trick is a lifesaver when it comes to percentages, the percentage shortcut. No more long, drawn-out calculations. Let's say you need to find 30% of 120. Simply grab your calculator and type in 120 times 0.3. Hit enter and boom, you get 36 instantly. Remember, to convert a percentage to a decimal, just divide it by 100. So 30% becomes 0.3. This trick is a total time saver on the GED math test. Alright, it's time to put our newfound knowledge to the test. Let's tackle a GED-style practice question together. Remember, the key is to stay calm, apply the tricks we've learned, and use your calculator wisely. Ready? Here we go. The question is, if a rectangle is 5 inches wide and 8 inches long, what's the area? Take a moment to read the question carefully. What are we being asked to find? The area of a rectangle. What information do we have? The width, which is 5 inches, and the length, which is 8 inches. Now, what's the formula for the area of a rectangle? Area equals width times length. See, we're already halfway there. Now, let's plug in the values we know. Area equals 5 inches times 8 inches. Time to bring in our trusty calculator. 5 times 8 equals 40. But wait, we're not done yet. Remember to include the units. Since we're dealing with area, our answer will be in square inches. So the final answer is 40 square inches. Congratulations! You just successfully solved a GED math problem. See, it wasn't so bad, was it? The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. And remember, you've got this. I hope you found these tricks helpful and feel more confident about tackling the GED math test. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you work through practice problems, the more comfortable you'll become with the concepts, and the faster you'll be able to solve them. And don't forget to check out the resources I've linked below for even more practice materials. Now I want to hear from you. What's the toughest math topic for you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll make a video specifically to help you master it. Because together, we can conquer anything. Keep believing in yourself, stay persistent, and I'll see you in the next video. If you practice these tricks and stay consistent, you will pass the GED math test. Keep going, don't give up, and if you want more practice, check out the resources I linked below. Comment below. What's the hardest math topic for you? I'll make a video to help.